You know, I was thinking about it, and I don't think I've ever actually said who the first 5-star character I ever pulled in this game was. No, it wasn't Kuching. I see what you're doing there. I know where you live. No, it was actually everyone's favorite Yaksha, Xiao. He is kind of the only Yaksha left, so the selection process is a bit narrow, but you get what I mean. Even though he is one of my personal favorite characters in the entire game, I've never actually listened to any of his voice lines, even though I've had him for an entire bleeding year now.
Useless.
So let's remedy that. My name is Rain, and I'm going to listen to every single Xiao voice line so that you don't have to.
If you awake to a knife at your throat, if monsters dig their claws into you, if death comes knocking at your door, call out my name. Adeptus Xiao. I will be here when you call.
Asserting his place as not only the guardian Yaksha, but also as your slightly moody but easy to reach BFF, this is how you introduce the best boy. I approve.
Reduced to just standing around. How absurd.
Look, he's just mad because he's the same height sitting down as he is standing up. Given his duty as well as his personality, it makes sense that he wouldn't want to just stand around. But also the moody delivery is just funny. Imagine him just staring at you in disgust because you decided to do something just for fun.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Please, Xiao, calm down. It was just a pigeon, I promise. You don't have to.
Those memories are so dark.
This is one of those lines affected by what I like to call the osmanthus wine effect. Because it can play so frequently and sound funny if you hear it at random times, sometimes you just forget how tragic the line is. Before you ask, yes, I have been jump scared by sudden Xiao groaning when I wasn't paying attention. The phrasing on that sentence is a bit wild, but...
Demons do not stop for the rain. Move.
I don't understand why this line is so needlessly edgy. I'm in love. Oh, you want an umbrella? An umbrella won't help you in the unending struggle against the evil that lurks in the shadows of Liyue. I love this man so much, he's just the best.
The rain stopped. I don't concern myself with the weather.
You literally just concerned yourself with the weather.
Many mortals fear lightning. Incomprehensible. Fear of something so common.
I mean, Xiao, accidents are common. Spiders are common. Many things that could kill you are very common. Does that mean we shouldn't look out for... I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna ramble about the nature of fear. This is just meant to be another My Chemical Romance moody boy line. Next.
Boring! Once the snow is thick enough, we can eat it.
Actually iconic. He's so real for that.
We're wasting time. Let's go.
This is his good morning line. I just woke up. Please let me...
Well, I bet you here.
Lunch. We'll go back to Wangshu Inn.
You just want more almond tofu, don't you? You don't have to lie to me.
Night. When the darkness comes to envelop you. Don't stay outside.
That was the most dramatic way to say stay safe, but sure.
Go. I'll be here.
This is both kind of sweet while still maintaining that go-getter emo attitude that makes him so beloved. Reassuring you that you'll still be here where you left him and kind of sort of telling you to fuck off. I really appreciate his ability to multitask.
I'm far from human. I can't make much of human emotions.
You know, something I've always wanted with the Adepti that weren't named Xiao was a deeper exploration of them grappling with how humanity works. Yes, I know we get jokes about Xiao being the equivalent of the kid sitting in the corner with a hoodie on who looks like they're about to stab you with a pencil, and Shenhe who can't seem to solve her problems without committing double homicide.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
But I feel like in some aspects they don't go deep enough with the relationship between humans and Adepti at times, especially with someone like Ganyu who has lived amongst them for about as long as a Christopher Nolan movie. Yes, I also know they go into it with her in her story quest, but still. It would just be interesting if we got more of a case study on how the Adepti process things like emotions and interactions with others in less of a jokey, memey, haha way. That was an entire tangent, I'm so sorry, moving on.
Liyue is changing. Rapidly. Forget it. It means nothing to me.
So what this line is saying is that Xiao is a Liyue boomer. You know, back in my day, we actually called that broke-ass old man Morax. And Cloud Retain and Madame Ping weren't just two bickering old ladies. They were still bickering, but they weren't old yet, that's the thing. Seriously though, kind of another side of the story that I wish we saw more. I know that's just the nature of how the Genshin story is structured, but oftentimes we kind of don't get to see the aftermath of us saving the nation in like a deeper way. we kind of just say goodbye and move on, which I understand. And yes, we do have events where we do go back to those nations and interact with everybody. But having an extended series of quests like the Trailblaze Continuance quest from Star Rail, for example, to actually show the changes of the nation and how people are coping with it, I don't know, it could be quite interesting. That was another tangent, I'm so sorry.
If a day comes where even you are taken by the darkness, it will be up to me.
Oh my god, wait, hold on. Does that mean that he has a particular set of skills?
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Do not fall prey to the darkness. I have no mercy. Though, perhaps you can stand your ground alone.
He trusts us to fight by ourselves. That's kind of a slay on our part, admittedly. That's kind of a slay. This man barely gives people praise, so for him to say that we could stand our ground alone is a big statement from him. Though the fact that him saying maybe you could perhaps stand up for yourselves allegedly is considered high praise should tell you everything you need to know about the size of the rod in this man's butt.
Who's there? Oh, you think I sleep? You have no respect for the ways of the Adepti.
Wait, isn't Ganyu literally always sleepy? So is being sleepy just in Adeptus DNA at this point? I now imagine that Cloud Retainer just randomly falls asleep, balancing on one leg while mumbling fool in her sleep. Zhongli sleeps in random locations and people are too respectful to wake him up. And Yanfei, Yanfei's a lawyer. She's probably the only one who doesn't sleep, actually. But also, oh, EP Xiao, are you EP Xiao, are you...
Shut it!
Okay, sorry.
The lantern, right? The time for humans to discard their glowing trash into the sea has returned. How childish. Though, if you insist, I will go with you.
I would like this man not to diss every single thing as soon as he hears about it. I'm begging you to have a banana smoothie or something and just enjoy life. But you know, him wanting to go with you despite seeming to have disdain for the whole thing, that's husband material right there. We actually need to have a serious discussion about how much the devs seem to just want Xiao and Traveler to violently make out given all the interactions we've had up to this point.
Visions? Desire? Do not judge Adepti by your mortal ideals. I have no desire.
I would say that Xiao has actually shown some desire in the past, but remembering what that desire is makes me want to projectile cry, so I would rather not.
Hiding. I'm hiding nothing. I just won't speak of desire to others. Do you mortals not have a rule about spoken wishes never coming true? What do you mean that's not the same?
I'm not hiding anything, I just don't want to talk to you. It's so funny. I'm not gonna, that's so funny. I know he's not really saying that, but interpreting him as simply an edgelord with zero depth is something TikTok said is okay for me to do, so here we are.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
Is he saying that he's a Yaksha, or is he saying that he's some hired hitman? Because this could be interpreted as some Agent 47 type beat. Get yourself a bestie who will murder people when you're in trouble. If my friend would not be willing to stab 12 different people, are they really my friend?
Dihua Islet was once deserted. Though that was many decades, no, centuries ago.
I think you need to work a bit on your party trivia, Xiao.
Can I ask? Zhang Li, what does he do with his days? Huh? Birds? Antiques? Flowers? What deeper meaning do they hold?
This is one of the genuinely sweeter lines that he's asking about Zhongli and trying to figure out what he's thinking based on his activity. He truly does love his papa. We love to see it.
Beidou. I have nothing to do with her. Though there is such a thing as the Leviathan. As a mere human, she has proven her power in defeating Haishan.
He approves of Beidou? That's just a common Beidou W right there.
You want Baizhu to make a medicine to take away my pain. I understand your intentions, but mortal medicine has no effect on Adepti.
Damn, give me a minute. There's something in my eye. It's like pollen season here as well, while being windy. And the sun is also in my eyes, and I'm like chopping onions as well, while also sweating, while also...
Hu Tao? Her liveliness is irritating. Fortunately, she is also humorous, so you need not worry about her growing into a boring human.
This is literally the when the worst person you know makes a good point meme. He literally said, yeah, she's a dickhead, but she's funny, so I'll take it. This is perhaps the best summary I've ever seen of Hu Tao as a character. Just the idea that he kind of likes Hu Tao is already funny, but him acknowledging that he finds her funny is just the cherry on top.
Venti? So that's the name he goes by. His tunes are... forget it.
Even Xiao acknowledges that Venti is capable of dropping a fire mixtape. I do love how Venti's music has been shown to soothe him like some drunk bard ASMR, alcoholic attempts to play the liar type audio. It's a nice little reference, it's quite endearing, and Xiao pretending that he just likes absolutely nobody will always be a good time, so.
Ganyu is neither mortal nor illuminated beast, wandering both the mortal and Adepti realms with duty as her sole guide. It was inevitable that she would become perplexed. What, me? You believe a Yaksha, who knows nothing more than how to massacre countless souls and emerge unscathed, is a suitable mentor for such an individual? Your mind occupies a very different world from that which your body inhabits.
Why did he just use this line to basically Wikipedia both of his and Ganyu's backstories? Look, this is a cute little thing cause Xiao is literally Ganyu's mentor for that bit during her story quest, before she decides to return to the wonderful world of Leeway Harbor economics. Though honestly, the standout is the last line because that may be one of the best insults I've heard in a while. Your mind occupies a different world to your body is one of the most convoluted ways I've heard someone say you're dumb, LMAO. I'm actually in love. I'm just writing this down. I don't even have a pen, but I've written it down somehow. It's like saying L plus ratio RIP Bozo, but with extra steps. It's so good.
It seems Shenhe places a great deal of trust in you. Well, how could she not? There are few people in the world as kind and good-natured as you.
Did he just compliment us again? This was meant to be about Shenhe. Why are you trying to riz me? Talk about murder, auntie.
I've heard that she once investigated the chasm, following the trail of the Millilith. If she can investigate mysteries like that on her own, she must be someone of rare skill.
Damn, it would be crazy if they ever met and had a chance to learn more about each other and their unlikely connection, as well as confront their own trauma through their philosophical differences, and ultimately gain a deep level of respect for each other. Too bad that will never happen. Moving on.
I'm willing to protect you, but don't think about getting close, and stay out of my way, or all that awaits you is regret.
I'm slowly realizing that he doesn't even need a weapon because that's a lethal amount of edge that he's got there.
In the thousands of years that have passed, I have taken countless wraiths. If you want no trouble, stay away from me. See me as a weapon and nothing more.
You know, I would snark about the TUMBLR crush level aloofness of this line too, but the just see me as a weapon is bringing out the onion ninjas again. It's not that, it's just sweat, it's just hot, don't worry about it.
Their voices, I can always hear them. Their screams, their cries, demanding more death. This is my burden to carry. It has nothing to do with you.
I'm not gonna pass comments about this. Moving on. I'm sorry, Xiao.
Morax? What do you know of this name? He gave me the name Xiao and released me from the endless pain I endured. I will not forgive those that dare to speak against him. Even you.
He genuinely seems like he would straight up murder anyone who says that Zhongli even has a weird forehead. Actual son of the year, son of the century. Get yourself a son who will massacre all of your critics. To all potential parents out there, please don't listen to me. Do not give your kid a spear. Do not teach them how to kill people through Mario jumping. I'm not a certified child expert. I never want to be. Please exercise caution.
It's too late. The connection between us is too strong. Even if you wanted to, it's too late to sever it. You've never thought to sever it? This eternal dance of demon subjugation. My fight goes on. But I would like to know more about you.
You know when someone doesn't know how to be romantic, but is accidentally incredibly romantic? It's too late to sever our connection. Okay, bro. Though admittedly, the eternal dance of demon subjugation is not the most flattering description of our relationship. I'm not so sure I can fit that onto a Facebook status, but I guess we can make it work. Jokes aside, heartwarming line. Unironically heartwarming. For someone like Xiao, this is probably the most friendship-affirming line that you will hear, even if he does literally sigh during this line.
There's nothing timid about you, having the courage to ask about my hobbies. So, fight me. How long do you think your body will last against my blows?
Why are you gay?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
How long do you think your body will last against my blood? What do you mean by that? What? Yeah, okay, okay.
Trouble? Trouble means nothing to Adepti. There is no trouble that can last for 1,000 years.
I mean, to be fair, no trouble lasts for 1,000 years for him. Because he can just murder any trouble that he sees.
I have no interest in mortal food. Cooking is tedious and the wait is long. The one thing I can manage to stomach is almond tofu.
His attitude here is literally every single college student's attitude towards food, and to be honest, I kind of love that.
The taste of almond tofu feels like a fond dream.
This is genuinely the happiest that he has ever sounded. What in the...
Wait, I am expected to place slices of meat and wrappings myself, and then eat them together? Ugh. Humans these days do not know what they are doing.
Why you boring me? I'm right.
You know, he makes a good point here.
Not bad. Why are you staring at me?
I'm waiting for your burst cooldown to end.
No need.
But I got it for you.
No need.
Please, I insist, take it, please.
No need.
Just take the fucking...
Try something else next time.
Ungrateful bitch.
This mortal concept of commemorating the day of your birth really is redundant. Wait. Have this. It's a butterfly I made from leaves. Okay, take it. It's an Adepti amulet. It staves off evil.
Unironically adorable. For real this time, I don't even have shit to say. I can't even be snarky about it. Actual wholesome Xiao. I didn't think I would see this day. Hallelujah. Praise Lex Rappers.
This is it? Nothing worth getting excited about.
Look, could you just wait for a bit? I didn't have time to farm for your materials. I'm trying to catch up. You could at least try to smile. Okay then.
New power. All it will be used for is death.
Xiao, please, I'm begging.
The limit to one's power is self-destruction. Answer me. Why do you persist?
I'm just trying to clear my abyss for the month, okay? Take the materials and stop complaining. Brood in your own time. I have things to do.
Countless souls have fallen prey to these hands. I too have been swallowed by the darkness. And yet you dare to drive me on. You may think of me as your companion. You seek to find me salvation. You really are a difficult being to comprehend.
I hadn't previously commented on it, but the fact that a fair few lines have him express genuine confusion over you wanting to be around him because of his karmic debts and all the things that he's done in the past is fundamentally breaking me as a human being, and I may need to go stare at a wall for 2 hours after I'm done recording this. Finally, I'm not gonna comment on his battle lines because they are literally just the most iconic lines in the history of Genshin Impact. So I'm just going to play them all randomly as if he's my personal Discord soundboard. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go!
Boring! Here! Disappear! Boring! Here! Useless! Worthless! Conquering! Worthless! Evil! Lament! Shut it!
Well, that was a bit of a roller coaster where I promise I went through no pain to my psyche at all reading some of those lines about his tragic past, I promise. I will probably listen to more character voice lines soon, but I've learned to stop making promises for videos at this point. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the thumbs up and that strange red button that says subscribe to know when I'll get up to more shenanigans. But for now, safe tidings, traveler. I'll see you in the next one.